That's not even the most naked I've ever seen him.
Um, I got comics fresh on my mind, so we can do comics and then movies and TV.
Okay, sounds good.
We can do like movies and TV together. So,
Sounds good to me. Guess what have you read lately?
have you read anything?
Oh yeah, so I mostly do single issues because I'm old. So the way I mostly buy stuff now is I like buying those mystery boxes and just having the surprise. So
Yeah,
this week I'm loving those Marvel Legends. I mean those X-Men Legends, they're like out of continuity. It's like in between stories from the 90s.
yeah.
Last box I had a bunch of those. That's Louise Simonson and Chris Claremont has a couple. It's pretty fun. I got a bunch of Chuck Dixon, Robin and Nightwing. Those been a fun read. Not the biggest Hulk fan, but I got a bunch of Hulk for some reason. Bunch of like mid-80s Hulks.
Huh.
And here's something newer you might enjoy. Have you heard of you know who Tim Seeley is, right?
Yeah,
Have you read about Local Man yet?
I have not.
Okay, this is like he's like a generic 90s image, like young blood, like B-list character. And they flash forward to him being like 40 and washed up and fired from the superhero team.
I love that. That's a great idea.
Yes, it's wonderful.
There's nostalgia in there, and I'm in.
Yeah. Oh, and it's great because when you flip the comic over, you get like a backup of like him in the 90s with like the Rob Liefeld style art and like
Yeah,
brighter colors. You get like a little like three-piece story. And then on the other side is, the serious, 2022 comic.
yeah. Gotcha. I'll
And
have
I
to.
figured Local Man has to be a Wonder Years reference, right? Has to be.
You would think.
Yes,
I
what have you
mean,
read lately?
I guess to us, like to us, it would be obvious,
Yeah.
but maybe yeah. Well, I read most of my comics digitally now, but I have did buy and read the first 5 issues of the new Transformers. Daniel Warren does the art and writing in it. It's really good. Really, the thing that sold me on it was I saw a bunch of like images that people had shared of like Optimus Prime doing a suplex on other Autobot or like Decepticons. So I was like, okay, I'm in. But
Yeah, it's
the writer and artist had done a bunch of uh, wrestling comics before this, so he definitely brings out like wrestling style, and it has a very like indie gritty style, like feel to it, and the
yeah.
artwork like real sketchy in a way. Um, Really good though. Like it starts off very similar to I guess like how the cartoon would be. It's very like G1 looking too.
Okay.
They immediately go into just like murder and fighting, and it rates so fast because it's just constant fighting and murdering, and they like without giving too many spoilers, they kill so many key characters like it's nothing.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, really.
how much go on?
But what was you saying?
I was gonna ask how much Starscream do we get? That's like the only G1 character I ever really followed.
So Starscream is the main Decepticon leader right now, so he's pretty in it. Like
Okay.
him and Prime are the two like
Okay.
book.
I'll check that out.
And he is ruthless. Like it's a Starscream like on a murder spree I've never seen before.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
But I
Uh,
know it's under the Skybound imprint, Robert Kirkman's imprint where he bought Transformers and GI Joe, and it's all supposed to be one in continuity, the Energon universe or whatever.
yeah.
Um, I have not read any of the GI Joe stuff, but I do plan on like I've read a little bit of the Cobra Commander. Like I know a little bit of what's going on, but I do like plan on diving in at least through the first couple of arcs so I can know what's going on.
Okay. I think you'll like Duke. I read issue one. He's like he's like on leave. He got caught in the crossfire between like an Autobot and Decepticon fight. And all the
Yeah,
higher up, like you get your men killed. And he's like, I swear it was aliens.
I seen like the like preview images they release like before it comes out, and it looked like a War Hardened, like down on his luck Duke in a way. Just that's the kind of vibe I got from just those pages.
And so you like the Cobra Commander book so far?
Yeah, it jumped into the well,
It was just
my
way too
Joe,
deep in the lore for me. I didn't recognize any of that.
my G.I. Joe lore is a little like not as good as some other things,
Yeah.
but I know he's really digging deep into the like Serpent Society that was very controversial cartoon. I believe it happened later on in the cartoon.
Yeah, I've never seen that season, so I did not know what was going on.
Yeah, it happened like towards the end when they were like, oh, like G.I. Joe's dying out. Let's try to spin something different in the show and make stuff for new toys. And fans hated it.
Okay.
And Joshua Williamson wanted to bring it back and he thought he could do something cool with it. So we'll see. But I mean the artwork looks really good. That cover is amazing.
That cover is awesome.
It's a very eye-popping, like you see it and you want to read it type of cover. So I do like that. Like I said, I'll read them. I want to support it. I'd like to see Transformers and G.I. Joe comics go forward.
Oh yeah.
It's always fun getting stuff like that.
It is wild that those are like two of the top sellers right now.
It is. It's kind of cool because like also like when you think about like some of the biggest sellers of toys right now, it's like Transformers, G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, like all the stuff that like when I was a kid, like it's all of a sudden popular again.
Well, I guess people in the early 30s finally have money.
Yeah, and it's made for the people that didn't get to buy everything when we were kids. So it's like, oh, I'm going to relive that and buy everything now. Like I'm trying to talk myself out spending $300 on a Donatello sewer layer lab right now.
My God.
And all the Emily's the one that's like, it's really cool. Maybe you should.
Oh wow, that's gonna be hard to resist if
I'm
she's not.
like, I don't know. That's a lot, but we'll see. I have the pre-orders until April 2nd, so I got time to think on it.
Okay. Well, I mean, if we're not gonna use the launch pad too much this year, I mean, you could start doing tour displays in there.
Yeah. I did got my toy display changed up in the house,
Yes,
moved
then
every
it's awesome.
corner. I do like the way it's set up now. I do eventually want to get maybe like a corner desk and a computer to put in that corner in between my shelves and like have like a little studio area over there. I think that'd be really fun, really nice with like all my stuff right there. That's something I am going to work towards in the future. So comic wise, is there any news you've kept up with or anything?
Nah, I mean,
That's I read. Right before this, I read the new Ninja Turtles Last Ronin sequel, the first issue.
oh, that's out already. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not know that was out.
It's really good. A lot of it is set up. They do like a big origin through like the new Turtles reading Splinter's book, and they tell the origin starting all the way back with the Foot Clan going up to right now.
Okay.
So a lot of it's exposition and kind of like, hey, this is where the world is now. Like things aren't perfect just because of the way the last Ronin ended. Like there's still a lot of crime and other than that, just getting to know the new Turtles. I'm not really like they seem all right. I don't need more issues before I like know if I really love them or not. But I mean, it's a good first issue, and it does a lot of setting up and telling you, like, explaining everything. So even if you didn't read the last Ronin or Ninja Turtles before, like, you can jump into this and it gives you a refresher on everything.
So how much did that Captain America comic I gave you bum you out? That was some heavier reading compared to Transformers and Turtles.
It was. The Captain America story was my favorite one in the book. I did like the Wolverine one too.
So that was better than expected. Yeah, that was solid.
The Wolverine one too, but the Captain America one was really good. Like I said, if I kind of had an issue with it, is it very much felt like it could have and should have been a longer story that got condensed down. So there's a lot of stuff where it's like you go from one page to another, and it's like a gap of something happened, and it's like I want to see what happened. And it's like, and that's just part of it being a good story is I want more from it. Like I very easily think that few pages of a comic, like very much could be 5 issues of a story, like if they wanted to do it.
Yeah, so you oughta read some of that Andrew Aiden's like history stuff because that's mostly what he writes. So
Yeah.
I don't know if Marvel and DC only give him these little like one-offs or if that's all he has time to do because he mostly works in politics.
You know him fairly decent, don't you?
I mean, by no, I mean I've hung out with him like 3 or 4 times.
Like maybe it'd be cool if like you could talk to him. Maybe we could like talk to him on here one week
Next
or
time he's got some to promote, maybe I can make him pencil me in.
yeah, I think that'd be cool.
It'd be really fun, yeah.
But
What was the
I
third issue in that book? It was a Spider-Man story. I don't even remember.
yeah, there's a Spider-Man story. What was that? I'm trying to think.
Oh wait,
The
it was
Spider-Man
it was about the
story-
wrestler, right? Was it about Creel?
What was that?
Was it about the wrestler he fought, or am I thinking of a different story?
That's what I'm trying to remember. I know the Spider-Man story kind of lost me a little bit. I just don't read a lot of Spider-Man.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, I hear you. I've not collected Spider-Man since 2009.
like I like the Superior Spider-Man stuff. Also, it like was very much not Spider-Man.
hmm
And I love the whole Ultimate Spider-Man run. And I think that's like the first like full like I read every bit of it setting down,
Okay.
and I just I think it was a lot of fun. I just like haven't really found a Spider-Man run that is as fun to me as that.
Were you reading before Brand New Day? Like, have you read the JMS run?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, that I've read almost nothing since then, so I would not know what to tell you other than Superior.
there was like a long period where like I kind of read it just so I could like know about it, and then
Yeah.
got to like, why am I spending money on like a comic I don't like? And like, if you get online, like people constantly complain about Spider-Man comics.
Yeah.
Like everybody reads Spider-Man, hates what's going on with Spider-Man comics, but it consistently stays at the top. And it's like your hate rate, like they're gonna keep doing this because
Yeah.
you're telling them it's okay because you'll buy it regardless.
There's some quote of some Top Gun at Marvel that he's like, we would rather have the fans mad than bored because they're bored, they'll quit reading.
Honestly, that sounds like a Dan Slott kind of thing.
That does.
Like something he would say. And as much as people hate his Spider-Man, it's some of the better Spider-Man stories.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, in hindsight, those are the good old days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff's aged relatively well.
But that's all I've read comic wise. Like I said, there's like a few news things. Really, most of it, like I know, is TMNT. Like it's the 40th anniversary. So they're doing a black, white, and green. Declan Salvi. How do you say his name? Declan Salvi.
I've never said it out loud. I've only read it.
I know he did like Moon Knight and stuff. He's doing Ninja Turtles black, white, and green.
Okay.
They're doing Jason Aaron. They're doing like a relaunch of the TMNT, but they're keeping the current continuity from IDW. Jason Aaron's going to be doing that, and then they're going to tell. They haven't 100% like gave all the details, but it seems like they're going to be continuing like the world of Ninja Turtles. Like they're probably going to do a run about a lot of the mutant animals around that have been built up in the series. So there's going to be a lot of cool like Ninja Turtle stuff coming this year for the 40th anniversary.
Okay.
Got a lot of cool Transformers and G.I. Joe stuff happening as well. I did read the new Thundercats book. If you're a Thundercats fan, good. Not everybody are Thundercats fans, but it was a really good retelling, and I think that's exciting, like having a Thundercats book out right now.
Oh yeah, since you've been buying all the horror figures, you like Colin Bunn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to check out his new horror franchise. It's basically just doing the public domain Universal Monsters.
Oh, is he doing Dracula?
Uh, I don't know if he has a Dracula standalone, but it opens with a movie festival. They're showing some cursed movie, and then all the monsters come to life in the movie, and it's basically just Universal Monsters.
Okay, because I saw where Image. I want to say it was under Image. God, I forgot who was writing and drawing it though. But it seems like Cullen Bunn, but maybe it wasn't him. But Image is doing a retelling of Dracula.
Okay, interesting.
It was in one of the ads, like the digital ads, when I was flipping through comics, and I was like, I made a point. I was like, I need to remember this, and of course, I barely remembered it.
Okay,
But
so
yeah, figures are doing good. Like, I love horror comics, and there's a couple more. Like, I really need to get the Wolfman figure and the creature figure, and I'll have that set up pretty good.
oh yeah, that creature figure is amazing.
It really is. Like Mondo has a cool one coming out. One of their artists, Attack Peter, he was like a tattoo artist, so he has like a tattoo style to him. But he designed a creature figure, and it's very much based on like a tattoo looking style, and it looks awesome. It's
Oh,
Mondo's crazy expensive, but